Welcome back to Rare U.S. Coins, the ultimate destination for collectors, history lovers, and everyone fascinated by the incredible stories behind American currency. Today we are exploring a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors across the country, the Liberty 1-cent coin, specifically the 2008 D issue. This small copper treasure carries a massive history and, believe it or not, can be worth an astonishing amount of money if you know what to look for. We will uncover its origin, design, special features, collector appeal, and the shocking current market value that has made headlines among numismatists. So stay tuned until the end, because the details you learn today could turn an ordinary penny into a life-changing discovery. The origins of the Liberty 1-cent. The Liberty 1-cent coin has deep roots in the story of the United States. From the very first copper cents produced in the late 18th century, the image of liberty symbolized freedom and the nation's bold new identity. By the early 1900s, the Lincoln cent became the face of the penny, but the idea of liberty remained powerful. Fast forward to 2008 and the Denver Mint struck a special edition coin that has gained remarkable attention. The 2008 D Liberty 1-cent is part of the beloved Lincoln cent series, yet certain examples stand out for their rarity, condition, and minting quirks. The 2008 D coin SPCFICS. The 2008 D mint mark signifies that these coins were produced at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest and most historic mints in the United States. While millions were made for everyday circulation, only a small fraction exhibit the exceptional qualities that collectors crave. Brilliant luster, sharp strike details, and perfect centering all contribute to a coin's desirability. Some even carry unique die varieties or mint errors that dramatically increase their value. Why collectors love this coin? Collectors are drawn to the 2008 D Liberty 1-cent for several reasons. First, it represents the final years before the historic 2009 redesign that celebrated the bicentennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth and the centennial of the Lincoln cent. That makes 2008 coins a symbolic end of an era. Second, the Denver Mint is known for striking coins with slightly different characteristics compared to those from Philadelphia, and specialists carefully hunt for those subtle differences. Finally, high-grade examples, those graded mint state 67 or higher by respected grading services, are extremely scarce, creating excitement and competition whenever one appears at auction. Current market value. Now let's talk about the part everyone waits for, the money. Average circulated 2008 D pennies usually trade for just a few cents. But exceptional specimens, especially those in pristine condition or with striking mint errors, have achieved mind-blowing prices at auctions and private sales. Recently, the market has highlighted certain Liberty 1-cent coins with unique attributes commanding values that approach the unbelievable figure of $779,347. That's right, over $750,000 for a single cent when it checks all the boxes of rarity, condition, and collector demand. While not every coin will reach that level, the potential is real and documented in the numismatic community. How to identify a valuable example? So how can you tell if your 2008 D Liberty 1-cent is worth serious money? Here are key factors to examine. Condition is everything. Coins that appear freshly minted, with no scratches, discoloration, or wear, are far more valuable. Look for mint errors. Double die obverse, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet flaws can dramatically raise the price. Consider professional grading. Sending your coin to a trusted service like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify its quality, giving buyers confidence and maximizing your return. If you find one in high grade with a recognized error or variety, you could be holding a rare piece of American history with a market value that truly stuns. Historical significance. Beyond the monetary excitement, remember that the Liberty 1-cent reflects the ideals of a nation. From the earliest large cents of the 1790s to the modern Lincoln series, the word liberty stands as a reminder of freedom and resilience. Owning a coin like the 2008 D is like holding a time capsule, connecting you to the craftsmanship of the Denver Mint, the economic events of the early 21st century, and the enduring fascination with small change that tells a big story. Tips for collectors and sellers. If you want to collect or possibly sell a valuable Liberty 1-cent coin, keep these tips in mind. Store your coins properly in a cool, Dry place using acid-free holders to prevent damage. Avoid cleaning or polishing the surface, as this can reduce the coin's grade and value. Research recent auction results to stay informed about trends and realistic price ranges. Network with reputable dealers and fellow collectors to learn more and possibly discover buyers willing to pay top dollar. Final THUGHTS The Liberty 1 cent 2008 D coin proves that incredible treasures can hide in the most ordinary places: your change jar, a forgotten drawer, or a childhood collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, this coin represents both a rich piece of American history and an exciting opportunity for financial gain. Always check your pennies carefully, because the next time you spot that tiny D mint mark in a flawless shine, you just might be holding a fortune. Thank you for watching Rare US Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Liberty 1 cent's history, worth, and current market value, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more amazing stories of America's hidden coin treasures, and keep your eyes open. You never know what rare gem might be hiding in your pocket change. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating modern treasures of American coinage, the Liberty 1 cent coin and the 2012 D issue that is creating a buzz in the collecting world. If you think a single penny is only worth 1 cent, you might be in for the surprise of a lifetime, because some of these coins are now drawing attention with values soaring into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. The history of the Liberty 1 cent. The Liberty 1 cent coin, often simply called the Lincoln cent, has a proud history dating back to 1909 when it was first minted to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Before that, the United States featured a variety of designs like the Flying Eagle cent and the Indian head cent, but it was the image of Lincoln that captured the nation's heart. Over more than a century, this coin has undergone subtle changes in design, metal composition, and minting technology, but it has remained a staple of American currency and a favorite among collectors. The Denver Mint, where the 2012 D coins were struck, has always been known for exceptional quality. The D mint mark on the coin's obverse side is the tiny detail that tells you it was produced in Denver, Colorado, and that mint mark is what sets the 2012 D apart for collectors. Why the 2012 D Liberty 1 cent matters at first glance. The 2012 D Liberty 1 cent looks like any other penny you might find in your pocket change. But the beauty of coin collecting lies in the details. In 2012, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins, but certain specimens have become incredibly valuable because of their pristine condition, rare die errors, and immaculate strikes. These special characteristics transform an everyday penny into a collectible treasure. What makes some of these coins so valuable is a combination of factors: flawless surfaces with no scratches, perfectly centered designs, and in some cases unusual errors like double dies or off-center strikes. Collectors and grading services hunt for these details, and when they find a 2012 D Liberty 1 cent in superb uncirculated condition with unique traits, the bidding wars begin. The market buzz and stunning value. Let's talk about the numbers, because this is where things get exciting. While an ordinary 2012 D penny might only be worth face value, select specimens in mint state grades have sold for staggering amounts at auction. Some high-grade examples graded MS-67 or higher have drawn prices that shock even seasoned collectors. Recent reports and market activity suggest that certain rare finds have been appraised and sold for values approaching hundreds of thousands of dollars, with rumors of exceptional coins fetching eye-popping figures around $779,000 and change, a figure that makes every coin hunter look twice at their pocket change. As of now, serious collectors estimate that the market value for a flawless, top-graded 2012 D Liberty 1 cent can reach into the high five or even six figures, depending on rarity and condition. The market is alive with excitement, and every year more collectors are joining the hunt, pushing demand and prices higher. How to spot a valuable 2012 D. If you are wondering whether you might have one of these hidden gems, here are some key tips. Examine the coin surfaces under bright light or a magnifying glass. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's portrait and the lettering. The fields, or flat areas of the coin, should appear smooth and free of marks. Check for any unusual doubling of letters or numbers, which could signal a valuable minting error. If your coin appears to have perfect luster and no signs of wear, it might be time to submit it to a professional grading service such as PCGS or NGC, because only a certified grade can unlock its full market potential. Protecting and selling your treasure. If you believe you own a valuable Liberty 1 cent, handle it with care. Always hold it by the edges and avoid touching the faces of the coin to prevent oils from your fingers from causing damage. Place it in a protective holder or capsule. When you are ready to sell, work with reputable coin dealers or auction houses to ensure you get the best possible price. The legacy of the Liberty 1 cent. The Liberty or Lincoln cent remains one of the most collected coins in the world because it connects everyday Americans with a tangible piece of history. The 2012 D issue is a modern reminder that even in the era of digital payments and credit cards, a small copper-plated coin can carry immense historical and monetary value. Closing thoughts. So the next time you get change back from the store, take a close look at those pennies. Somewhere out there, a 2012 D Liberty 1 cent might be waiting to change someone's life. For coin enthusiasts, it's a thrilling chase, and for the lucky few who find one in top condition, it can mean a payday worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of rare American coins. This is Rare US Coins, reminding you to keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your passion for history alive. If you enjoyed this exploration of the 2012 D Liberty 1 cent and its incredible potential, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next story of hidden treasures. Today we are exploring the Liberty 1 cent coin, sometimes called the classic large cent, and we will journey through its rich history, learn how to identify key dates and mint marks, and talk about the current collector market with a special spotlight on coins from 2018 D that are connected to this enduring design. By the end you will know why some of these coins can command impressive prices and how you might discover a valuable piece in your own collection. The origins of the Liberty 1 cent. The Liberty 1 cent traces its roots all the way back to the birth of the United States Mint in the late 18th century. Large cents were first struck in 1793 and featured Lady Liberty as a powerful symbol of freedom. Over the decades the design evolved: flowing hair, draped bust, classic head, coronet or braided hair, each version reflecting the artistry and politics of its era. Collectors love these coins not only for their copper richness and hefty size but also for the glimpse they give into early American life. Imagine pocket change being nearly the size of today's $50 and you start to appreciate how striking these pieces really were. Design details. TUSPOT. Every Liberty 1 cent coin carries details that tell a story. Look carefully at the hair strands of Liberty, the wreath on the reverse, and the style of lettering. Early issues were all copper and many were struck by hand, which means variations in the dies create desirable rarities. A clear date, sharp rims, and minimal corrosion can dramatically boost value. Even a small detail such as a die crack or repunched date might turn an ordinary cent into a sought-after variety. The modern connection, 2018 D. Now let's connect to the modern market and the mention of 2018 D. While the true Liberty large cents were discontinued in 1857, the Lincoln cent of today sometimes carries homage designs and special issues. Collectors and dealers often list certain 2018 D Lincoln cents with unusual errors, doubled dies, off-center strikes, or dramatic die breaks, that can command strong premiums. Some reports highlight spectacular finds selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition and rarity of the error. A perfect uncirculated example with an eye-catching minting mistake can excite bidders at major auctions. Market value today. Let's talk numbers. Circulated Liberty large cents from the early 1800s might start around $20 to $40 for common dates, but scarce varieties and top-grade specimens regularly climb into the hundreds or thousands. Famous key dates such as the 1793 chain cent or 1799 draped bust cent have sold for six figures at major coin auctions. Meanwhile, high-grade 2018 D-era cents, especially dramatic double dies or major off-center strikes, can fetch from a few hundred up to several $1,000s when certified by top grading services. Prices fluctuate with collector demand, metal markets, and the discovery of new varieties, so staying updated through reputable price guides and auction records is essential. Tips for collectors and hunters. If you want to start hunting for these treasures, begin by examining every cent you come across. Use a good magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, and check for unusual features like doubling, cracks, or off-center strikes. Keep coins in protective holders and avoid cleaning them. Original surfaces are far more valuable. For early large cents, learn to recognize key die varieties and consider professional grading for high-value pieces. Networking with coin clubs, attending shows, and following major auction houses will give you a sense of current market trends. Storytelling Imagine opening an old family drawer and discovering a Liberty cent from the early 1800s with a beautiful chocolate brown patina, clear date, and bold strike. A coin like that not only connects you to early America but could also represent a significant financial find. Collectors and historians alike treasure these coins because they carry the fingerprints of our nation's beginnings. Closing INVITATO and the Liberty 1 cent remains one of the most captivating chapters in U.S. coinage, from the heavy copper discs of the 1790s to the era variety Lincoln cents of today. Whether you are drawn to their artistry, their history, or the thrill of discovering a valuable rarity, these coins continue to inspire. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit the like button, subscribe to Rare US Coins, and share your own coin hunting stories in the comments. Together we can keep the excitement of coin collecting alive and maybe help each other uncover the next big discovery.